Hey guys, I'm back. I'm so sorry for being gone for so long. I have a tendency to become a hermit and just withdraw when I don't feel well. And I've not felt well for 3 months. I just saw a light over here. What's up, homies? A lot of you already know my situation, but for those who are just tuning in, my name is Crystal Lee. I am the founder and host of the podcast, We Are Magick. Everything magic within you. Just a reminder that you are divine. And if you set a very strong intention, followed with an action towards that intention, you will show the universe you're not messing around about your manifestations, and that's when everything will start aligning with you. That's what I teach on. I teach on certain affirmations, certain intentions. It's just follow your girl. But anyway, I am what you call a wounded healer, meaning I'm wounded. I suffer from some incurable thing, and through my journey and through my experience, I can assist others. With that being said, I was diagnosed with severe Crohn's disease in 1998. Crohn's disease has taken my colon, my rectum, and a lot of my small intestines. That's Wedge. That's Sir Reginald. He's hanging out with me today in the podcast, so he says hello. A lot of my organs taken out. Due to having severe Crohn's and having lost my colon, it put me into metabolic acidosis, tachycardia, which causes me to pass out. And I was diagnosed last year with stage 3 kidney disease. So since then, get kind of down. And I've told, my subscribers and followers this, that it was a gut check for me. Well, before I do this, my kidney levels were at a 35% or something like that last year. I'm going to try to get through this podcast without coughing. I already coughed. I started taking oregano oil and black seed oil, a little supplement, probably about 3 months ago. And then I noticed that the eczema in me was breaking out on my face. Well, I first got eczema, it started on my back, and then it worked its way around my arms, and then it went up my neck, and then it went behind my ears, and now it's on my face. So it's like it's working its way out. But anyway, oregano oil is a very powerful healing oil, and it attacks, and with black seed oil also. So it comes after inflammation. It comes after the dis-ease in your body. So with that being said, I started getting these red spots like that would not heal. And normally my eczema, if I make sure I take my sodium bicarbonate tablets or whatever, because I'm so acidic due to the metabolic acidosis where I don't have a colon, I get these pimples on my face, but they're not pimples. And they flake and they turn into eczema. And then next I have a scar. Like I get it all around here. From here to here is where I get it. Sometimes on my forehead. But they scar up. And I have a lot of scars on my face right now, guys. You can't see a lot of it, but it's makeup. I have them covered up. Anyway, make a long story short, good news. My kidney levels, I had blood work done a couple of months ago by my gastro. And my kidney levels went from a 35 to a 48. Huge. My family and friends, we all celebrated. But still, I could smell oregano oil on me at all times. I was only taking 2 pills a day. But I could smell, like asking my son, do I smell like oregano oil to you? He's like, no, but I could smell it like it was just coming out of my pores. Well, my face started getting worse. The next thing you know, 3 months into taking oregano oil, I started getting these red spots all over my breast. And I was like, oh no, I'm having an allergic reaction to something. And my son was like, well, maybe it's the oregano oil. I was like, no, couldn't be that. I'm telling you, I don't listen to myself. And then the next week, the red spots went down it went to my shoulders, down to my arms. And then I realized, Crystal, just look up the side effects of allergic reactions to oregano oil. Well, that was it. That was the thing that was happening to me. And what I didn't know, the spots were all over my back. They were on my thighs. And now they look like little bruises, like little scars. But anyway, so I started taking Benadryl here, like some off-brand stuff my kid has. And it just was not doing the trick. I stopped taking oregano oil completely. But the damage was done. I was having an allergic reaction. So I finally decided to go to the emergency room the other night because I have this congestion in my chest. I was sick about, I think it was January 28th. I was so sick that I could barely get out of bed for 2 weeks. Like, it was just, I was getting to the bathroom. I was making some broth. My son was like nursing me back to health. I kept a mask on because I didn't know if it was the vid or if I had some type of flu or something. He never got sick. So what I'm thinking is happened, I had an upper respiratory infection. Something happened. I had this cough for a month. And no matter how much I take, like cough medicine or whatever, no matter what I do, it's just not going away. So my kids are panicking. They're like, with all your issues, Mom, you know better. You need to go to the emergency room. And I hate going to the emergency room, guys, because I always get admitted. They see my blood work and they're like, oh my God, you should be dead. So I was like, fine. I get up there, and NYC hospitals are understaffed. But with that being said, the group up there was amazing. Come to find out, when the doctor saw all the rashes, because I just showed him on my arm, he looked at me and he was like, that looks like an allergic reaction. What have you been taking different lately? And I said, I think it was the oregano oil I was taking for like 3 or 4 months, and it got me. And he was like, you're not taking it anymore, are you? I was like, no, I cut it off. So they shot me up with a heavy dose of Benadryl, and they gave me steroids, and they gave me some other stuff for inflammation because I had active inflammation in me, which is always Crohn's. I already know what that is, so they knew that. So they gave me something for that. And then the red spots, because it was real bad, started disappearing. He was like, see, it's looking better. So I'm on a lot of allergy medication. I checked my lungs. There's no inflammation. I'm not sick. I don't have any infectious diseases. I don't have anything. But I do have a lot of the congestion still in my chest. So they gave me like this medicine for that. The good news out of all this mess of me having this allergic reaction to a very healing supplement, I checked my kidney levels because, they take the blood. They got all the blood stuff. It went from a 48% function to a 58% function. So I told my mom and my sister and my sons, before I found that out, I was like, so my kidney levels were at 35. Now they're up to a 48. I said, the goal is to get to 60. If I can get to acute kidney injury, I know that I'm healing myself. Well, now they're at a 58. So even though I stopped taking oregano oil a while back, it's still working. That's why I'm still breaking out, and that's why I'm still having these allergic, because it's deep in my system right now. That stuff works. Not just that. It's setting the intention. It's meditation, because, I love Dr. Joe Dispenza. So doing meditation and focusing on your energy centers and all around it will focus on all the organs, like your root chakra, your sacral and all your sexual organs. You have your solar plexus. You have your heart chakra, and all the stuff is tied into like your kidneys, your lungs, your heart, of course, pancreas. All these things are all tied in together. Spleen, all of them are tied in together. So when you focus an intention on that of healing, like sending source creator energy to a specific area of your life with the intention of healing or correcting something or just raising your vibration, it works. And I'm proof of that. So that's why I wanted to share with you today that I'm healing my kidneys. I'm healing myself. And if I can heal myself of that, because they say, oh yeah, once your kidneys are destroyed, it's too late. That's how doctors are. Wrong. So I'm proof of that. And the next step is to eradicate Crohn's in my body. I'm proving this to myself. For years, I've been trying to heal myself. And I think I was just trying too hard. And when I try too hard at something, I stress. And if I stress or get upset, I get sick, because stress exacerbates Crohn's. So I have to work on my anger, because I did snap off on someone at the hospital. Guys, I'm going to be honest with you, okay? I don't know what it is about females that think they could try me. I was at the hospital from 5 o'clock till 11:11. I know, hilarious. But I was. But I was in the waiting room for a very, very long time. So they finally came and got me, because I saw people going ahead of me that I was there before. But it was fine. I was trying to calm down because my blood pressure was up. I don't have high blood pressure. but I was angry. So my blood pressure is normally like 112/60 or something. This read like 145/90. Crazy. They take me back to another waiting room, an emergency room. I was like, oh, that other waiting room's deceptive. Because it seemed like a lot of people was waiting. No, they were all in the back. So they take me back there, find me a seat. The doctors realize, I'm sicker than what I look because I cut up, I laugh, I do all the things. Because that's me. I try to find joy in stuff. I try to find the good in stuff, Being miserable about your situation does not help your situation. So I'm cutting up, I'm laughing. So to the outsiders, I don't look sick. I don't look like there's anything wrong with me. They take my blood work. They put me on an IV drip. So now the doctors are coming out to me. I have a doctor coming out to me. I have a nurse working on me. They're taking all this stuff. They're giving me medicine because they got my blood work back. They sent me for an x-ray. So while the nurse is working on me, putting the IV drip in, I hear a woman a couple ways down because when I came back, I was laughing. I was cutting up with one of the orderlies that were taking me back to the place after I came back from the x-ray. And I heard, I'm like, who's saying that? So I knew someone was making fun of me, but I didn't care because I was in such a good mood. I have not arrived, guys, so please don't judge me. Well, as my nurse is assisting me and helping me to stop me from, dying or whatever, I hear, I've been waiting here for 2 hours and they keep working on this stupid effing bitch. And I went, so now we've locked eyes. I know who it is. I went straight back to the old me, the oldest of me. I mean, I was, oh my God. I was like, I looked at the nurse. I was like, so if she says one more thing, because I want her to hear me. I said, now she's calling me out my name. If she says one more thing, and I said other choice words, and disrespects me and calls me out my name one more time, she's going to pull herself up off the effing floor. And he was like, so now he's shaking and stuff, and because he heard her, and he's just like, oh my God, don't do that. I was like, I'm trying not to. I said, but she's been very disrespectful to me this whole time, and just because she's a miserable, so now she's just offended that I'm mad because she didn't call me all kinds of B words. So I let her know in the best Kali Ma way I possibly could, the most Scorpio way. I let her know. I subbed her so hard and I made sure I looked her in the face. She says one more thing, I'm in the mouth. She never said another word to me. All right, so she kept her mouth shut. So now she's harassing the nurses. She's being very mean to the nurses. She's taking that anger, her negative, funky, trying not to cuss. And now she's going after the poor medical staff that has been so sweet and so good. And they're so amazing. So later on, she finally gets some oxygen in her. She says, I'm dying out here. I'm dying. And you don't even care that I'm dead. Even though she's been talking crap the whole time, just being a mean person. They go get her on oxygen. She wasn't on it 5 minutes because she said she needed it. Because she gets off the oxygen herself, walks her main tail towards me, and sets like a seat over to plug up her phone so she could play her game. And I'm thinking, I thought she was dying. I thought you couldn't breathe. Well, anyway, she takes her tourniquet off and throws it at me. I just calmed down. Now, light workers, don't come for me, please. Don't do the fake stuff. I know how y'all are. I've been around enough of you. I know y'all are not always love and light. So keep your fakeness and your fake Christianity stuff to yourself, okay? I picked the tourniquet up that hit me. I threw it back at her ass. And she went, sorry. And she's like, I don't know why you picked it up off the floor anyway. I said, I picked it off the floor because your ass threw it at me. So I threw it back at you. And she went, just start playing on her phone. I'm just like, what in the world is going on? So I was like, oh my God, she is a menace at this point. So I'm amped. I'm pissed. I am upset. So they feel like they checked my spots. They're like, oh, you're looking so much better. We're going to go ahead and discharge you. We'll send some medication to your pharmacy, blah, blah, blah. They're taking my blood pressure again. It's 158/90. And she looked at me. She was like, why is your blood pressure so high? So I told her what happened, the nurse. This is one that checked me in, by the way, in the hospital, in the emergency room. As I'm telling her what happened, My heart rate went up. She said, this is why. You're angry. Calm down. Just a negative person. Look at her. She's not worth it. I mean, the woman was acting like me towards when I'm trying to calm people down. She's like, your health is so much more important. And she's right. So I need to work on my anger issues. I feel like I said, I feel like the younger Crystal, like the 20-something Crystal, when I was just enraged all the time. And I think this was a test. And I told the universe, oh, don't test me with people like that. I'm going to fail every time. I have to work on this. And this is not the way to do it. I cannot handle disrespect. I treat people with the utmost respect. And I'm not asking you to kiss my butt or treat me with any type of privilege. I just want to be respected. And what this faker who wanted attention, and it was mean to all the nursing staff and to all the doctors, they would say her last name, her name, and she would purposely ignore them. I was like, that's her. That is her. I was pissed for them too. And the point is, I need to work on myself. I need to protect myself. I could have ended up in jail. That's not the point. The point is, I need to protect me. This pride, this ego thing. Yes, she cussed me out. Yes, she was being very evil. Yes, evil, mean-spirited, all the negative things you want to say. Mean. But that's not my problem. She's not my problem. That's her family's problem. That's her friend's problem, if she has any. That girl was mean as hell. So I just want to be accountable to y'all and let you know that, hey, I have not arrived. I'm not the guru. I'm not there. I'm not there. Okay, I'm not there. But I acknowledge I'm not perfect. I acknowledge I have not arrived. I acknowledge I'm definitely not a saint. But I'm going to work on me because I love me. All right. I love you. This has been fun. I miss doing this. Y'all have a great, great week. I love you so much. You take care. Let me know in the comments if you resonate with this as a spiritual person. If you resonate with all of these silly freaking tests that your higher self gives you, and you're just like, why can't you just let me have some peace in my life? I'm not out here bothering anybody. But I love you. We are Magick. We are one. Have a good one. Bye.